Hello, everyone. This is my first impressions of Guild Wars 2 and the End of Dragons. So, what I've got to say about this is currently I am about halfway-ish through the story. Can't say per se. I've gone through about 3 of the zones. This is the first zone that you'll kind of go through, the the Seat the Situng province. Then you head over to New. Then I've gone over to New Kagane, and then the Echo Vault Wilds. And I gotta say, so far they have all been great. They have all been their own very unique feel. It's this zone right here. I think it really sets off the whole tone of the expansion so far. The zones, I've got to say, have been pretty great and fantastic. The New Kagane City, in particular, it is quite something spectacular. Now, as you can see, this area is just a huge city, and it is absolutely massive and quite complex. Maybe bordering close to too complex in some areas, just because there has been moments where when I was going through the story, I had to get to points where I was like, if I didn't have this flying mount, I don't know how I would get there specifically. And I'm sure, I would find a way through, but it probably would not have been quite as an enjoyable experience as just being able to, oh, I'm just gonna fly. And so, yeah.
Did you ever think we'd live
Later on, you do get access to like these zip lines with a Jade Bot feature through the mastery system. But it is quite a little while through the city. I think it's about midway point through the Kagane city. This zone in particular so far has been a spectacle, and it has been absolutely beautiful. As you can see for yourself. So far, with the story though, the story has been pretty great. Honestly, it has been kept up to par with all the other expansions. Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire. If you've played either of those, you kind of know what you're gonna be going for here. It's been quite enjoyable. I especially love the banter between all the characters. It's always great. They have fantastic banter. The character animations, they are wonderful. I think Guild Wars 2 has some of the best animations in throughout. It's top class animations in an MMO for sure. It rivals the best of them. I've specifically been noticing unique little touches through the story, and you will too if you just decide to go through with this. But so far, yeah, my experience as a whole so far has been absolutely wonderful. So far, my experience with this expansion has been wonderful. the Yeah, I'll keep this one a mystery forget. This one's pretty cool. It's a nice, dreary, dark zone. I'll try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. Um, yeah, but so as you can see, you get quite a few cool little gimmicks throughout this. You get fishing. I have not really done much of fishing, but they do have you do a little bit with the story, and it was fine. Yeah, it was great. It wasn't challenging for what I did, but maybe there are some more challenging fishing spots. I don't know. All the map explorables, I haven't really gone deep into all the events and everything. I do have one thing to say on the events though, and they possibly have fixes. There has been quite a handy. They're updating the game every day. Like I have noticed every day I've been on, they give me a 2-hour warning, being like, "Hey, your game's gonna need to be updated in 2 hours, so you're gonna be forced off eventually. Here's your warning. Here you go." It's been great. I've been loving how much they had. I love how they implemented their update system for their hot fixes. It's been fantastic. They've really been on the ball with their updates. Before, I've been running in the DirectX 11. Before, when it first started, there was tons of texture pop. A lot of textures weren't loading correctly. My dragon, its colors were all messed up at one point. But they've continuously been updating. Now, as you can see, it is looking fantastic. I haven't seen any issues within the last couple days with the DirectX 11. It still says beta, but it is running nice and smooth and great now for all I've seen. You know, eventually you might run into one hiccup or something, but as I said, that's why it's in beta. You choose at your own risk to use it, but it so far has been running great so far. After they've done some of their updates. There's been a couple other things. As you notice, there will be little world events. When I was over here, and part of the story, this wouldn't really be story. They make you, they make you do some of the orange circled world events that are happening. That they chain. The Hallmark Guild Wars, like they're the thing that changes the world as you go, what gives like warp, spawn fast travel points available or not, there was a couple that were not working, and I haven't came back to check if they are working or not now. This will be a great opportunity. Like, this hero point was not working before. So I will head on over and we'll just see if they update it. Here will be a live test to go on with the review. Or not the review, but the and then that's in challenge, so obviously there are some events happening right now. But yeah, they had you go around and they wanted you to do a bunch of events to be able to continue the story. It was very difficult at that time to get the completion going. It was a lot of these events were kind of bugged. I imagine that a lot of these updates probably help fix some of these, because they want to make sure one of their main features in the world is quite working, I would imagine. So let's see if they fix this hero point. So we're gonna summon some of our creatures here, just get us going.
Join me, creation.
And yeah. So we started the event. Oh, it is working. See? So this was something.
Protected.
This was something that was not working at launch. And so yes, Guild Wars 2 has been very on the ball at ArenaNet. They have been absolutely on the ball. And fixing up the parts that were a little buggy. But besides that, the rest of the launch, everything went extremely smooth. Like this has actually been one of the smoothest launches that I have experienced in MMO. Now, I did come in later in the evening at the night, to be fair. But I didn't run into any issues. Besides that some of these events were not quite working. That is the only thing that I really saw that was any sort of bug or issue within this expansion. Yeah, I gotta say, I am quite impressed with ArenaNet on their launch of End of Dragons. Full hands down to them. Yeah. So, if you're... So, in the comments, if you... Go ahead and tell me if you're interested in, if this got you interested in playing End of Dragons, or why you might not be still holding off. You know, I know there's a lot of games that came out this month. I've been getting my hands full with a bunch of them too, but this has been on the top of my list of games for sure, and that is why I needed to put a first impressions on for Guild Wars 2, because I think Guild Wars 2 is actually incredibly underrated for what it is. It has such a fantastic end game. Like this mount right here. This is a huge long-term progression. Like this took me, I think, like nearly a month to get. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed my first impressions. I know it might have been a little bit rambly or something, but doing my best here. And so, yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you enjoyed. And yeah, take it easy. If it's already easy, take it twice.